Happy Wednesday. Welcome back. Can you tell it's me? Maybe by the bright yellow glasses you still know. I'm under here. It's Miss Cassidy. I just felt like getting a little dressed up for our unicorn fudge. And you know, hey, if we're not going out to see anybody, that doesn't mean we can't have some fun getting dressed up and feeling fancy in our own house. So I decided to go ahead and pop on one of my bright wigs over here and put on my kitty cat shirt. You can see my kitty cats on there. And today we are gonna make some delicious no-bake unicorn fudge. So I already put up the ingredient list and the supply list on Miss Cassidy Creates on our page. So if you haven't already gathered your ingredients, that's okay. They're up there. You can get them all together and you can follow along with me right now, right here. Or you can come on back later and you can make it along with me whenever you feel like it. I hope you're all having a lovely week. I hope you're having a good day. It is beautiful and sunshiny here in Pittsburgh. I put up a little curtain behind us to see if I could help fix the light situation in here so it's not so dark when we're doing our kitchen activities. But as you can tell, it's pretty bright because it's coming right through my little curtain I rigged up there. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on over here and go over the things we need for our no-bake fudge. So we need some sweetened condensed milk. We need 4 cups of powdered sugar. We need some vanilla. We need some food coloring, and you can really make as many colors as you want. I'm gonna just stick with 3 for today, but however many colors you have, you should have that many small bowls to mix them in. And then you're gonna want some kind of plate to put it in. I chose a clear one for our project today so that we can see all of it on the inside. But really, any plate will do, any cake pan, any pie pan. We're not baking it, so it doesn't matter what kind it is. Any of them will do. Just something to go ahead and put your fudge in. And then, of course, you want some sprinkles. Whatever fun sprinkles you might have laying around the house. And for some reason, Miss Cassidy has a lot of sprinkles. So we're going to get creative and colorful with our sprinkles today. That's why I felt like popping on the wig. Feel like we should be colorful and bright and sunshiny for such a beautiful day and for Unicorn Fudge Day. I mean, come on. The other thing you're gonna need is a mixer of some kind. That can be an electric hand mixer. That can be one of these standing mixers. That can be your arm and a whisk, but you are gonna get tired. You better have super strong muscles and probably a tag team of some brothers and sisters to help you out if we're gonna go ahead and do it the old-fashioned way with mixing it up with a whisk. But I've got my trusty little KitchenAid mixer here that I have named June. This is June. Say hi, June. Yes, I did name my kitchen appliance. We're gonna go ahead and use this to get started. I am gonna pull up my video on my laptop because I see that there are friends that might be trying to talk to me. And I can't always see that because my phone's so far away. So give me 1 minute, friends. Gather your supplies together. Put on some music if you feel like jamming out while we're in the kitchen. Just like I mentioned a few days ago, we have some construction happening next door. So you might hear some power tools in the background of our baking today. So if you want to put on some music to jam out while we make our fudge, that sounds pretty great to me. Pretty great indeed. All right. So that is coming up. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Miss La Lindsay. I appreciate it. That's Miss Lindsay who commented below. She has an awesome live stream called La Lindsay where she plays with puppets, does a bunch of awesome songs. Be sure you check her out. She's amazing. We are big fans of Miss La Lindsay here. So, oh, I forgot the one other thing I need. I need a measuring cup of some kind. We're gonna make tablespoons. So I'm lucky that I have this little itty bitty cute mini measuring cup that has tablespoons, but if you wanna get your regular spoons, and then I got 2 more measuring cups. So, oh, and we cannot forget, I put it behind the curtain because I was letting it soften up. We need a stick of soft butter. So we're gonna go ahead and just get that butter in there. We're gonna take 10 tablespoons of sweetened condensed milk. And you'll see sweetened condensed milk is nice and sticky. So that's 4 right there for me in my sweet little mini measuring cup. I think I'm gonna have to grab another can because I made a batch last night. Shh. I was so excited for today, I couldn't wait. So I went ahead and I made a batch last night. But don't worry, I've got some more loaded up on the baking supplies here at Miss Cassidy's. There we go. I'm also going to get one of my handy dandy rubber spatulas because that's just going to help me get, that milk is so sticky. It's just going to help me get all of it out of there. If you're using a tablespoon, you probably don't need to do that. But we are going to need that rubber spatula a little bit later to help mix our stuff up. So I have 4 tablespoons of the sweetened condensed milk in there right now. I'm going to go ahead and open up my second can. You will not need 2 cans. This is just because I already made a batch. But we need 10 total tablespoons of sweetened condensed milk. So I have 4, and I just added another 4. How many tablespoons have I put in? Very good. I put in 8 tablespoons of our sweetened condensed milk. And if I need to put 10 tablespoons in, and I've already put in 8, how many more tablespoons do I need to pour in? Very good. We need to pour in 2. So 2 tablespoons to get me all the way up to my 10 total tablespoons of sweetened condensed milk. So get that in your mixer or in your bowl, along with your butter. There we go. Oh, it's so sticky. Sticky can be kind of fun though, especially when it's sweet sticky. Then you're gonna take a teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm just gonna use my cap. But you want a teaspoon of vanilla in there. And now with either your hand mixer or if you're using your stand mixer, whatever it might be, you're gonna go ahead and you're just gonna whip that up for a little bit, probably about a minute, just till the things are nice and combined. If you are using your arm, good for you, you're super strong. You've gotta keep whisking it just until you've gotten it nice and combined. If you're doing it with your arm though, don't get excited. This is the easy part. All right, that's nice and combined. Now I need to measure out my 4 cups of powdered sugar. If you don't have powdered sugar at home, but you have regular sugar and a Cuisinart, you can go ahead and put that in there, and if you just run it, it'll turn it into powdered sugar. That's the cool part about powdered sugar, is it is just regular sugar, but cut up super fine. So that's 2 cups of powdered sugar I've got there. I'm gonna pour that on in. And then I need 2 more cups. What is 2 plus 2? That's right, 4. 4 cups of powdered sugar. Perfect, that is just what I had left in that bag, which is always super satisfying. Pour that in there. Now you're gonna wanna start slow when you start your electric mixer with this one. So if you go too fast, you're gonna end up with a whole face filled with powdered sugar. So you're gonna start nice and slow and just let that start to combine. It's really cool to watch it mix together and start to see all the different parts because you've got that sticky liquidy mess. Liquidy mess is what I just said. Sticky liquidy mess that is the sweetened condensed milk, butter, and vanilla. And then as you start to combine it with this powdered sugar, it starts to get more solid from the powder. So once it's starting to, combine a fair amount, and you're not going to have a ton of powdered sugar in there right now, you can kick up the speed on your electric mixer a little bit more. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to take a quick pause, and I am going to scoop the sides of my bowl so that I get all of that powdered sugar that got caught to the sides mixed in. I don't end up with any patches of powdery substance that isn't all mixed in and delicious with the rest of our fudge. And I'm just going to give that one more quick whip. When it starts to look like breadcrumbs, that is when you are ready to stop whipping it. So I'm going to pull this up. Mine is actually looking, I might need to add just a touch more powdered sugar. If yours is looking more like a dough than breadcrumbs, that might just mean that you have a little bit more liquid in there than you do powdered sugar. So remember how satisfied I was with the fact that I only need to finish off my 1 bag of powdered sugar. That's what I get. I got all excited. Baking is amazing because baking is an exact science. There's a lot of chemistry and fancy science things involved, but it is also something that you got to be willing to improv a little bit sometimes. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit in there. I did not even put, I'd say that was less than 1/4 of a cup. I'm going to mix that up a little. Oh, could you see any of that come out? There we go. Now it's looking like breadcrumbs. So that's all I needed to do to just make it a little less sticky. We're going to put just a bit more in there for good measure. Ha, ha, ha. Miss Cassidy and her silly baking puns. Do not give up on me. I will rise to the occasion. I'm filled with them, folks. I've got tons. All right, there we go. One more. Quick whip. Quick, 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 quick. Perfect. Now those are definitely breadcrumbs. All right. Scoop down my sides, get everything nice and mixed in there together. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your smaller bowls that you have set aside, and you are going to take just a little portion of this. We're going to end up with however many colors you plan on using in your fudge. So I've got 3. I am going to come up with 3 little balls of my fudge. 1. I'm going to try to make them even. 2. And then I'm going to leave the 3rd one in here so that I don't have to dirty another bowl, because parents, we don't want to make more dirty dishes than we need. And kids, if you help out with the dirty dishes, which you should, you don't want to make more dirty dishes than you need, do you? So I'm going to go ahead and parcel some of that out here so it's a little bit more even. Then I've got a nice ball of it in there as well. My hands are sticky. Ooh, actually, ready, friends? It's a good idea. Kind of rinse as you go, but remember that your hands are going to be sticky as you do this. And in fact, before we really get into the good stuff, we're going to go ahead and take a full hand washing break here, because we're going to use our hands to mix up entirely. So, remember, you got to get your soap, rub all your hands, and then what was the song we sang when we washed our hands? Wash your hands, do-do-do-do-do-do, top and bottom, do-do-do-do-do-do, wash your hands, do-do-do-do-do-do, top and bottom. Get those fingers, do-do-do-do-do-do, get those fingers, do-do-do-do-do-do, get those fingers, do-do-do-do-do-do, get those fingers. Scrub your palms, do-do-do-do-do-do, get your nails, do-do-do-do-do-do, scrub your palms, do-do-do-do-do-do, get your nails. Rinse them well, do-do-do-do-do-do, rinse them well, do-do-do-do-do, rinse them well, do-do-do-do-do, rinse them well. Dry them off, do-do-do-do-do, dry them off, do-do-do-do-do, dry them off, do-do-do-do-do. You're all done. Good job, friends. Sensible amount of hand washing, because now we're going to get messy. So you've got your 3 little fudge balls in their respective bowls. Take your color, your food coloring, and you can go ahead and you're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put 7 drops in mine. I did 5 last night, and it wasn't quite as dark as I wanted it to be. But if you want more of a pale or a tie-dye feel, you can do less. If you want it to be really dark and pigmented, do a little bit more. Now we're going to mix these up so that the color gets nice and mixed in with the whole fudge. I am going to use my hands because I think it is way easier, and also food coloring comes off. It stains a little bit, but we're all staying home. Who do we got to look nice for? And you know what? Having colorful hands will just help enhance all of the rest of the colorfulness around you. So start mixing that up so you've got that color nice and good. Can you see? I'll come a little closer and you can see how it's mixing together. There we go. Oh yeah, get nice and blue. Here we go. Make sure you're scooping if you see if there are any parts that are a little bit more white. Haha, look how messy my hands are. There we go. Mix that all up. Nice pretty blue color. Now we're going to go ahead and rinse our hands off in between so that we do our best to keep the colors from mixing too much. They're probably going to mix a little bit no matter how hard we try, unless you really want to scrub your hands between everyone. But it doesn't matter if they get mixed together because unicorns love rainbows, and rainbows have all the colors mixed together, don't they? All right, so there's our blue. Now let's get to our pink. Mixing that one up. If you've ever helped make bread before and you've ever kneaded bread, which is what you call it when you mix things together like this, it is very similar to kneading bread. Or if you have kitties at home and they ever like to get in your lap and they use their paws to just go boop, boop, boop into you, that is also kneading. We call that making biscuits in my house. The kitties are making biscuits in our lap. Go ahead and get that nice and mixed up. Oh, it's so fun and satisfying to have the squish between your fingers. It's like Play-Doh, but Play-Doh that you're gonna get to eat. And it's gonna be delicious. I sing when I get really excited. Do you sing sometimes when you get really excited? All right, there is our pink. Gonna go ahead and rinse my hands one more time before I go in on my green. What 3 colors do you want to make your fudge? Oh, those are good colors. My favorite colors. If you can't tell, if you've been watching these videos, I bet you could probably guess what my favorite colors are. My favorite colors are teal, so a kind of blue, yellow, like a marigold yellow or the yellow of my kitchen around me, and pink, like my hair. So now I'm going to go in on my green, get that one nice and mixed up. There we go. I also do really like green. I like a lot of different shades of green. I like a dark emerald green or a forest green. And here, I'll pull this out because it's sticking together pretty well. So you can see all of that good green getting mixed in there. Oh, there's some white. I'm making a mess. That's all right. It's okay to make a mess as long as we clean it up afterwards, right? At least that's what I have told every person I've ever lived with. It's okay if we make a mess. We'll just clean it up afterwards. All right. Our 3 colors are mixed and ready to go. So you're going to go ahead. I knocked over my sprinkles. Luckily, they were closed. You're going to go ahead and get out your cake pan or your pie plate or whatever it is that you are using to put your fudge in. And I'm going to give mine a wipe out because, like I said, Miss Cassidy's getting messy. And I've got some sweetened condensed milk straight in my pie pan. So I'm going to try some things, friends, because like I said, I made a batch last night and I was not happy with how the sprinkles worked in mine because they didn't really stick to the top very well. The smaller sugared ones did, but these big traditional rainbow sprinkles didn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just sprinkle some sprinkles right on into my cake pan at the bottom here. Not a ton, just like a reasonable little sprinkling, ha ha ha. And then you're going to start taking little balls of each of your color of fudge and just tossing them in there. And then you can smatter them all around so you've got all your different colors moving around. And we're going to eventually pat them down so that they all lay flat. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and pop a bunch of little guys. I'm just putting like a little bit, just like that amount, but however much you want. I'm going to start patting it down. And you know what? I am okay if the sprinkles get mixed in because that's the idea, right? I want the sprinkles to kind of give me that rainbow unicorn feel. Keep adding more of your little colors as you see that there's a gap, like right here. Got a nice gap right there that I think will be perfect for some green fudge. So I'm going to throw that in there. Cover your whole bottom of your plate. So you've got a nice even layer of your rainbow fudge. So here we go, friends. I'm going to come show you a closer look. It's all patted down in the base, and if you look at the bottom, yeah, we got some rainbow going on, and I think those sprinkles will be mixed up in the fudge as well. So now I'm going to go ahead, and just for fun, you don't have to do this part. Like I said, I'm experimenting because I already made our batch last night. I'm going to do another little layer of rainbow sprinkles in there. And then I'm going to take some more colorful fudge balls and toss them on down. Because you want to use all the fudge you made. It's not really important how many layers you get in there because as you'll see as you start to pat it down, they all start to meld together. But you want to make sure that you are really pushing them in together. Because if you don't do that, when you go to cut out your fudge, the different color blocks are just going to be what's going to come up. You're not going to get a nice big square chunk that has all of the different colors in it. So you want to make sure that you are really pushing it down in there and making sure that those colors get attached to each other. But what's cool is since we already mixed the colors individually, they're not going to mix colors the way that, like, say, pink colors mix. So if we took a green and a blue paint color, we would end up with a different color, right? But because we already mixed our fudges and they aren't fully liquid, they keep their color no matter how much we push them in. We'd have to really work hard to get our colors to all blend together and lose the different colors in our fudge. So just keep throwing in those fudge balls, patting them down until you've got all of it out of your bowls and into your cake pan. And then smash it down real nice and good. You want it to be even, but you don't need it to be flat necessarily. You don't got to spend a ton of time making sure that it's like a perfect glassy flat top. But we want to make sure that we don't have one side where the fudge is this thick and one side where the fudge is that thick, right? All right, she's looking pretty good. So there we go. All patted out into some wonderful rainbow fudge. Now we're going to take whatever sprinkles we found. And here's a trick, guys. If you don't have sprinkles at home, Easter's right around the corner. Do you have any candy laying around? Do you have those Cadbury Robins eggs? Do you have M&Ms? Do you have any kind of candy? You can just chop that, or you can put that in a bag, beat it up, smack it on the countertop a little bit so that you break it into little pieces and you can top your fudge with that. Do you want to top it with pretzels, crushed up pretzels for a little bit of saltiness? You can play around with whatever you want to put on top of your fudge. I am going to do our rainbow sprinkles again, but like I said, I'm going to push them down into my fudge. But like I said, on the last one I did at least, they didn't stick very well, so I'm not sure. It seems like in this batch it might stick a little better. Oh, there goes my measuring cup. Then I'm going to take, I have this super fun container of sprinkles that's got yellow and green and purple and pink. What color do you think I should top my fudge with? We already used pink, blue, and green in our fudge. I've got a purple and a yellow and a pink and a green. Anybody want to give me a suggestion for what color we should put on top of our fudge? Let's see. I'll even bring it up a little closer so you can really see. What color do you think we should add to our fudge? I think maybe a little bit of yellow, since we haven't used yellow anywhere else in our fudge yet. Sprinkle that out on there. Push it down so it gets nice and mixed in with the fudge. Let's see. And then maybe some purple, since that was the other color that we don't already have in our fudge. Put some purple down. There we go. And I have some silver too, which I like because I think the silver makes it look like it's kind of glittery, you know? Like that, not just colorful, sparkly. I feel like unicorns like color and sparkles. You know what? So do I. Maybe I'm a unicorn. Maybe that's been a secret all along. I'm a unicorn. And there you go, friends. Your fudge is nice. See, they are staying better on this batch for whatever reason. So it might just depend on what's going on, because the thing about, again, the thing with baking is it's so affected by everything going on. How humid it is outside can affect how we bake. If it's really dry out, all of those things can change. So maybe today was just a better day with making it stick. But there you go. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your fudge in the refrigerator for at least an hour. If you let it go a little bit longer, that's great, it'll be set. But if it's really hard to wait, which I know, patience is hard, and we just spent all this time making it, and I just want to put it in my mouth and eat it now. Oh. But we're gonna be patient, because good things come to those who wait. So we're gonna put that in our fridge for an hour or so, and then luckily, by some kind of magic, and by magic I mean Miss Cassidy made it last night, we have our finished fudge that sat in the refrigerator overnight because I wanted to leave it whole for you guys, but oh, it was really hard to resist, guys. I wanted to eat it the whole time. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut in, take a look at our fudge. Oh yeah. All right, let me see. The first cut out of any pie plate or cake plate is always the messiest. But hey, that wasn't too bad. Let me get a nice big piece though to show it. Oh guys, this looks so cool. So here you go. When it's all cut into, you've got delicious, multicolored unicorn fudge. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. That is super tasty. Oh my goodness. This is perfect. What a wonderful, colorful way to celebrate the middle of our week. And very sweet. I think I could probably only eat a piece or two of this at a time, which is good because that means it'll last. You should store your fudge in the refrigerator. I'd say it's probably going to be good for up to like 5 days. Everything in it should last you when it's in the fridge about 5 days, no problem. And if you have a lot of people in your house, even if you don't have a lot of people, I don't think you'll have any problem getting rid of this in 5 days. It's super tasty. All right, friends. Well, thank you so much for joining me on our colorful, wonderful unicorn adventure. Talking with my mouth full, like I never learned manners. There we go. Thanks for joining me again. Come on back tomorrow. We're going to do an art project where we talk about pointillism, pointillism, which is a style of painting that is super easy for you to do at home. All you need are some multicolored paints, a piece of paper, and some Q-tips. We'll post that list over on our page as well. If you've missed any videos and you want to go back and check out some of our other kitchen adventures, we did a wonderful team up with Kalamata's Kitchen where we explored our own kitchens with a passport. We made ice cream in a bag and sang a bunch of Frozen songs. We have done some yoga stories. We've done some dance classes. We've done some other art projects inspired by Vincent van Gogh and some other fun collage things. We've got everything you might want to be doing while you're home with your families, doing some fun activities. If you head on over to Miss Cassidy Creates, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share. We just hit 500 followers, which is crazy and super fun. I'm having a blast doing it. I hope you are too. Thank you so much for joining me. Check out all the other awesome artists that are doing stuff like this. If you have a child who's super into science, my friend Bee the Scientist is doing this really amazing science series. That's B-E-E, like Buzz, Bee the Scientist. She did some really cool crafts where you're learning about the different periodic table of elements and you're learning about different crafts you can create to learn about science. So check out Bee the Scientist. Check out Lala Lindsay, who was commenting in here earlier. She's doing lots of cool stuff with puppets and music. Everybody's doing super great things. If you are doing cool things at home with your kids, I want to see it. Send it my way. Tag us at Miss Cassidy Creates, or just send it to me in a message privately. I will not share anything you don't want me to share, but it makes my heart so happy to see the super wonderful things you're all doing at home. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Keep smiling. Always be yourself. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, friends. Happy snacking. Bye.